I've answered questions from black people, Asian people, Muslim people, and now, I guess I'm gonna answer 33 questions that white people have for white people? What? I mean, what?
Why do you assume only other races like fried chicken? I love fried chicken. It should be a white person stereotype because of me.
Black people are famous for actually making good fried chicken, though. White people fried chicken is KFC, the blandest bullshit excuse for fried chicken on this godless green earth.
Why do we make it so we only have pumpkin in the fall? I want pumpkin all the time.
So it's racist to associate black people with watermelons, but associating white people with pumpkins is okay. Fine. Pumpkins are primarily available in the fall because that's when they're in season. No shit.
Why can't most white people dance?
Seriously, like, is it genetic or something? Do we have like stiff hips or like 2 left feet?
Plenty of white people can dance. Plenty of black people can't dance. A better question at this point is, what's with all the stereotypes?
Why do you get so annoyed when other people don't speak English?
English is hard. We have silent Ks.
If I'm upset that someone doesn't speak English, it's because they're in a job where they should be able to. Like taking orders in a drive-thru or doing tech support for English speakers. I'm not mad at them because they dare not know English. I'm frustrated because they've been put in a position where communicating with them is both necessary and practically impossible.
Why do we get so excited to brag on Instagram that we went to this really cool, authentic cultural festival, even though we went with all of our white friends? Why?
I don't even know how to respond to this dumb shit. First of all, I ain't going to any fucking cultural festival bullshit ever because I hate both cultures and festivals. But if I do go to one, the race of the friends I go with is none of your fucking business or concern. Jesus!
Why do white people spray tan until they turn orange?
Can't you just be comfortable in your own body?
I'm just saying, it's not tan, it's orange.
Then this is a question you should be putting forth to orange people. As you can see, I'm whiter than a fucking sheet of paper.
Do you think that since you've seen 5 seasons of The Wire, you're a cultural expert?
What the fuck is The Warrior? I've seen no seasons of that ever. I've never even fucking heard of it. Maybe I'm not white enough to do this challenge.
Why do you believe everything you see on TV when it comes to other races?
I don't. The real question is, why do you believe that I do?
Why do we get upset when a TV show becomes diverse, even though diverse usually just means 2 to 3 people of color?
I don't care in the slightest what color the people on TV are. I care about interesting characters and well-told stories. That's it. I'm not perpetually obsessed with race, like you guys apparently are.
Why do you assume movies with white stars are automatically more relatable than movies with people of color?
Well, let's see. Why do people of color demand more characters of their respective races on TV and in movies? Because they feel like they can relate to those characters better. But I can relate to a black character like Benjamin Sisko better than I can relate to a white character like Edward Cullen. Unlike you shallow pieces of shit, I can actually look beyond skin color. Holy shit! It's almost like our fucking pigmentation isn't the most fucking important thing about us. Wow! What a revolutionary fucking thought, huh?
People of color have had to relate to white characters for all of cinematic history.
All of cinematic history? No. There's a ton of iconic black characters in film and in television. Red from The Shawshank Redemption, Blade, Morpheus, Sheriff Bart, Agent J, John Shaft, Virgil Tibbs, Axel Foley, Jules, Lando Calrissian. I could go on and on. Maybe if you made your point in the fucking 1960s, you'd have a leg to stand on. I'm sorry, was that ableist of me to say? Shit. But for as long as I have been alive, and for as long as you have been alive, black characters have been commonplace in media. And many of them have gone on to achieve iconic status.
Why is Viola Davis the first black woman to win an Emmy for Best Actress?
Well, let me ask you this. Who do you think should have won before her? If you're gonna say that that decision is racist, then I want you to go find a fucking year where a black actress was snubbed for an inferior white actress. find it for me, show it to me, and then I'll say, you know what, maybe you slightly have a fucking point. But until you do that, fuck you, suck a dick, you're a moron.
Why aren't we complaining that the Oscars and other award shows are like all white?
Because I don't care. Not even a little tiny bit. I don't care if they're all white. I don't care if they're all black. They can give Best Actor to a fucking Cocker Spaniel for all I give a shit. I mean, black people make up 12% of the population. Yet they're supposed to win 90% of the fucking Oscars? I mean, I don't see you motherfuckers complaining that blacks dominate most music awards. You see the fucking VMAs? I didn't because I'm not a fucking drooling pile of shit. But if I were watching, I'd have seen that fucking Beyonce pretty much single-handedly won everything.
It's just like white people congratulating other white people on being white.
No, it's actually congratulating them on being good at what they do, whether they be an actor or actress or costume designer or sound engineer, director, producer, whatever. It acknowledges fucking talent. It doesn't just like, all right, and the Oscar for Best White Person goes to Jack Nicholson. And yet again, Jack Nicholson. Yeah, what the fuck? No, it's not white people award for whiteness. That's fucking stupid.
Why don't we know the difference between appropriation and appreciation?
Why?
I actually, you're gonna be proud of me, I actually do know the difference. Appreciation is a real fucking thing.
Can't we figure out how to make our own pop culture, our own slang, our own cool clothes, instead of stealing other people's cool clothes and then saying that they are our cool clothes?
Skibbity gibbert to that, my smoggle bunk. Some white people slang. Don't want to hear any of you other races using that. If I hear any Asians or black people saying skibbity gibbert, I'm gonna be on their fucking case.
Why are white people obsessed with Wes Anderson?
Yeah, I mean, okay, yeah, white people just all love Wes Anderson. I guarantee you go fucking to my hometown, Mandeville, Louisiana. Go find yourself a fucking redneck sitting on his fucking lazy boy in his house. And ask him, hey man, how you feel about Wes Anderson? He'll be like, oh man, fuck dude. Wes Anderson is the best fucking director ever. Followed up by Michael Bay, of course. Okay, no, but I mean, the white people and presumably people of other races also like Wes Anderson. The people who like Wes Anderson is probably because they like his work as a fucking director. I don't know. Maybe? Is that possible? No, it's just because he's white. We need a white guy to like inexplicably. How about Wes Anderson? He's got no talent, his movies are shit, but let's just like him because he's white. That's how it went down, of course, why not? Why the fuck not?
Why would you ever say thug life? It's a bad life.
Hey now, thug lives matter. Don't be dissing on thugs, y'all.
What do you have against seasoning and spiciness? Didn't Christopher Columbus discover America looking for spices?
I wasn't born in Louisiana, but I was raised there. I could tell you, we spice things, motherfucker. Get your fat ass down to New Orleans, and I'll show you what I mean.
Their casseroles are thing.
Fuck casserole. I don't eat that shit.
Why do you try to avoid confrontation at all costs?
I don't try to avoid confrontation at all costs, but I definitely prefer no confrontation. Why would I want to confront someone when I can just passively aggressively undermine them?
Why is it crazy that I'm white and I have a big butt?
Prove it, bitch. Twerk for me. Oh, I'm sorry, that'd be appropriating black culture. And I'm probably doing some rape culture shit by asking to see your butt, even though you're the one who raised the issue of your butt and its size. You know, I'm just supposed to take your word for it. I'm just supposed to believe you got a big butt.
Why do you make such a big deal when somebody doesn't want to hike?
I'm with you on that one, actually. White people are far too obsessed with going out into the woods and shit. Fuck that. We invented houses and air conditioning for a reason. As far as I'm concerned, it's dishonoring our ancestors who had to go through that shit. You know, our ancestors stood in the wood being like, man, I wish I had a house and air conditioning and shit. Now we got that, and we're just like, man, I wish I was standing out in the woods like a dumbass. Fuck that. Hiking is bullshit. You're absolutely right.
Why do you keep talking about reverse racism? That is not a thing.
You're right, it's not. When a Mexican or some shit says, fuck all white people, it's not reverse racism. It's just plain racism.
We are the people in power.
Racism is about oppression. Sorry, white people have not been oppressed.
Oh, really? Well, why don't you go, lecture these uppity white folk on their privilege? Look at those lucky sons of bitches. If only they knew what it was like to be oppressed. Like Colin Kaepernick. He's oppressed. Yeah.
Why are you too afraid to speak up when someone says something racist?
The same reason black people don't speak up when they encounter some kill whitey type of motherfucker. Because they're not white, so why should they give a shit?
Why do we think that having one friend of color means that nothing we say or do could possibly ever be racist?
I grew up in Louisiana. I know white racists. Guess what? White racists don't have black friends. You know why? Because they hate black people. So yeah, I'd say if you have non-white friends and you like and respect them, that goes a long way towards showing that you are in fact not a racist.
Why does being half white automatically make my commentary on white culture only half true? I am just as much white as I am Mexican.
Your commentary is untrue because it's untrue, not because you're half Mexican.
Why do you believe that Black Lives Matter means that your life doesn't matter?
Well, I don't know. Maybe it's stuff like this. You see that? Or this. Or this. Should I go on? I got plenty more.
Every life matters. It's just that one has a harder time living.
24.1% of black people will die of heart disease. 23.3% will die of cancer, 5.5% will die of unintentional injuries, 4.8% will die of strokes, etc. About 4.6% of black people will die from homicide. And guess what? It's not generally white cops killing them. It's black criminals. Sorry. Oops. Was that too real for you? Oh shit, it's reality. Close your eyes. Close your eyes, cover your mind. Ah, no reality.
Why do you get offended when you see a table full of black people, but not when you see a lunchroom full of white people?
What? I mean, like, what the fuck are you talking about, you cretinous fucking dumbass? I'm supposed to answer questions, and none of them even make any fucking sense. I wish I had a fucking drink. If I had some scotch in my hand, I'd be down in that shit about now. Fuck! What are you fucking talking about even?
Why do you always ask to have a white people club?
You already do. It's the student union. It's primarily white. They have a black student union because you don't represent them well.
I don't want to be a member of any group. And if I did, it wouldn't be the white people club. Because I don't give that much of a fuck about my whiteness. I just fucking don't.
Why do you see the success of people of color as a threat to you?
I don't.
You know that a 2-minute video about whiteness isn't reverse racism, right? 2 minutes about whiteness, hundreds of years of systemic oppression. Yeah, I think we can deal with this.
The only pain caused by this video is from being, having your back thrown out, from just cringing. Oh, so hard.
Why are we upset about immigrants when we were the first immigrants?
You mean to this continent? We weren't. Those who we think of as Native Americans came here via a land bridge from Asia about 12,000 years ago.
And we were white people running away from other white people. That kind of shows you how bad white people can be.
I'd actually say that your video demonstrates how bad white people can be. Holy shit, that was awful. Why do I do this to myself? Why? Oh yeah, it's for your views and money. Anyway, if you enjoy my videos, please subscribe to my channel. And I do still have some copies of my book, The Douchebag Bible, available. You can check that out down below. So check that out and subscribe and check out my social media and blah, 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 blah. You know the bullshit. I'm the Amazing Atheist. Peace the fuck out!